Let's talk about your body's most incredible network. I mean, it's a system that lets you think a thought, but it's also the one that yanks your hand away from a hot stove before you even realize you're getting burned. It's an absolute marvel of engineering.
Right? I mean, think about that for a second. How is that even possible? How can your body react to danger faster than your brain can even process the ouch? Well, that incredible speed is exactly what we're going to unpack right now.
You see, this all happens because there's a constant conversation going on between your body and the world around it. And just like any good chat, it's a back and forth. And it really just boils down to two simple but really powerful ideas.
Okay, so first up you've got the stimulus. Imagine this. You step out of a dark movie theater into the bright afternoon sun. That sudden blast of light, that is the stimulus. It's any change in your environment that your body goes, whoa, okay, noted.
And what's your reaction to that bright light? Well, you instantly squint, right? Or maybe you throw a hand up to shield your eyes. That's the response. It's the action your body takes because of that stimulus. This constant cycle is what keeps you safe and interacting with your world every single second.
So how does that message, the bright light, get from your eyes all the way to the muscles that make you squint? Well, it travels through your body's very own high-speed internet, the nervous system.
And get this entire system is built from billions of tiny, specialized cells called neurons. You can think of them as living wires, carrying these little electrical messages or impulses from one part of your body to another at, and I mean this, literally lightning speed.
Now, this communication is super organized. It's basically a one-way street. A signal gets picked up by these branch-like things called dendrites, it's processed in the cell body, then it zips all the way down this long tail called the axon, and finally it's passed on from the nerve ending to the very next neuron in the chain. This whole setup makes sure the message never gets scrambled or lost.
Okay, so let's circle back to that hot object. A normal nerve signal has to travel all the way up to the brain so you can make a decision. But sometimes, there's just no time for that. And that's when your body takes this brilliant, life-saving shortcut.
This shortcut is called the reflex arc. The hot signal zips from your skin along a sensory neuron. But, and here's the cool part, instead of going all the way to the brain, it takes a detour to the spinal cord. Your spinal cord acts like an emergency manager, and it immediately fires back a move command along a motor neuron. Your hand is already pulling away before your brain even gets the memo that there's pain. It's incredible.
So what's the real difference here? Well, it all comes down to the command center. A reflex is an automatic, involuntary survival response that's managed by the spinal cord. But a voluntary action, like deciding to pick up a pencil, that's a conscious, deliberate choice that's managed by the brain. One is for protection, the other is for intention.
And that brings us to the main event, the CEO of your entire operation, the brain. This is where all your conscious thoughts, your memories, and your voluntary decisions come from. But it's not just one big blob. It actually has specialized departments, and each one has a really critical job to do.
So, as you can see, the brain has its departments. Way up top, you've got the forebrain. Think of that as the executive suite. It's handling all the big picture stuff. Conscious thought, memories, emotions. Down at the base, the hindbrain is like the operations crew, managing all the vital, automatic functions you don't think about, like your heartbeat and breathing. And the midbrain, well, it's the crucial communication hub that connects the two.
Okay, so for those super fast, targeted messages, the nervous system is perfect. But what about coordinating slower, body-wide changes, like growth or your mood? For that, your body uses a completely different system, one that uses chemical messengers instead of electrical wires. This is where the endocrine system comes in.
The easiest way to think about the difference is with an analogy. The nervous system is like sending a text message. It's instant, it's direct, but the message itself is pretty brief. The endocrine system, on the other hand, is like sending a letter through the mail. It takes a lot longer to get there, but its impact can last for days, weeks, or maybe even years.
These chemical messengers are called hormones, and they manage all sorts of long-term processes. What's really cool is how the two systems work together. For example, a sudden scare, that's a nervous system signal, can trigger the release of adrenaline, which is a hormone that gets your whole body ready for action. It's a perfect partnership of speed and endurance.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Your body runs on two amazing parallel systems, one that's automatic and almost instantaneous, and another that's conscious, deliberate, and thoughtful. And it really makes you wonder, between the reflex and the thought, who or what is the you that's actually in control?